The details around the vocals, the lower end, the mid-range of your voice, top end, as I stated, is really shining through with this microphone if you guys can't hear. There's no preamp, there's no EQ. This microphone is just right out of the box and plugged in directly to my computer, and you guys are getting the headphone out signal. I'm sure you guys have noticed already, but we have a new microphone. And that joke is never overused. Let's talk about it. What's up? Archie Beats here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my home studio. Today we have the all-new, the Shure MV7 Plus. A major shout out to Yuri and the Shure family for making sure I had this microphone several weeks ahead before the launch, and I got opportunity to test it out, play around with it, see what was going on with it, and give you guys some straight to the point details about the microphone. It's the latest microphone from Shure that's described as laser focusing on your vocals. This microphone does quite a bit, and I'm really surprised at how good this is. It sounds like the SM7B, but it's not the SM7B. It's responding like the SM7B, but it's not. But the cool thing about it, this is the all-in-one studio everything microphone. And the reason I say that, and not just a podcast microphone, the details around the vocals, the lower end, the mid-range of your voice, top end, as I stated, is really shining through with this microphone if you guys can't hear. There's no preamp, there's no EQ. This microphone is just right out of the box and plugged in directly to my computer, and you guys are getting the headphone out signal. And today's video is brought to you by Sweetwater Sound. And this month is Microphone Month at Sweetwater, which means you get great deals and special financing on microphones like this, the Shure MV7 Plus, and other microphones for your home studio, your podcasting studio, and content creation. Sweetwater is also the largest music retailer in the United States with tons of gear for recording, music production, video production, and content creation. So be sure to check out Sweetwater Sound below. And if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. We are almost at 100,000 subscribers. You guys are absolutely awesome. I really appreciate that. So if you guys like pro audio, engineer, music production, film composing, signal flow, home studio stuff, preamps, compressors, all the cool stuff that goes on in a home studio and in movies, be sure to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate that. This is basically an update to the Shure MV7. They added a new upgraded LED right here, touch panel at the top. There's no plus signs or anything on it like that. And it has powerful built-in DSP. And this is actually a really necessary add to the USB microphone categories out there, because there are a lot that are booming up, and podcast is kind of a market that demands kind of the one-stop shop microphones, but also we're getting more into that from the recording studio. Keep in mind, with recording studios, it used to be a console, tape machine, monitors, computers that ran the console. This microphone is all of that. Imagine not having to patch out to a reverb and just have a straight, clean, amazing sounding microphone right here, not having to have an audio interface, and also not having to have a headphone amp. This microphone is the solution for all of that. It's a dynamic microphone that's literally designed for podcasters, streamers, and musicians. As I stated, I know they say it's a podcast microphone, but they also include that it's for musicians as well, because this microphone does have the elements of the SM7B. The previous MV7 had a different USB connection on it, but this one is equipped with the USB-C on both ends. And this also includes the XLR for a backup connection on it, which is, you can't beat that. The audio levels are definitely improved. The cool thing about this microphone as well, it has a built-in digital pop filter. And we haven't even talked about the denoiser yet, but we're gonna jump on the screen and look at how this microphone works. Motive Mix from Shure, that is actually pretty much the control console of this microphone. And let's jump on the screen now. Number one, the price point. The price point is $279. Normally, depending on your situation, if you're starting a podcast, you need to purchase a microphone. Of course, an inline preamp. The gain is kind of low on these microphones with the dynamic podcast microphones. And then you have to have a podcast mixer, a podcast interface, or some sort of switch that actually connects to your computer so you can deliver audio or video, whatever your situation is. And if you're a singer, you have to purchase an audio interface along with the microphone, and then preamps and outboard gear and things like that. That's if you take it that far. But with this microphone, all of that is built in. So $279 is actually a pretty fair price point for this microphone. Next, the voice isolation technology. It separates your vocals from unwanted background noise, which is really cool. There are improved audio levels. You can adjust your mic gain based on distance, volume, spatial detection for optimized audio levels. Then you have the real-time denoiser with cutting-edge DSP to eliminate ambient noise in your room. So this is a growing industry. AI is really doing this thing, and this is right on par, right on point. You actually have control of eliminating noise inside of your Motive mix, which we're going to jump to after this. You also have your digital popper stopper, which we talked about, the pop filter that's built inside of here to control those plosives. For those of you who don't know, that's what that does. And you have 3 types of reverb: plate, hall, studio. We're going to look at that too. Enjoy the connectivity. No matter what your recording setup is, you can do USB-C or XLR. I chose USB-C today just to give you guys just all around. I'm not using any of my audio interfaces, which I always use them. And if I had the option of XLR, but I wanted to show you guys how great this microphone sounds. And then you have to download, of course, your Motive mix and do all of that and monitor your audio in real time. You have headphone jack here at the back, XLR, USB-C, the whole shebang. So it's really great. And now let's jump on the screen here and take a look at the Motive mix. First, what you want to do, make sure you download it, Shure Motive mix. Give it a download, jump and download it now before you get started. Also, you have to do your firmware. You have to update your firmware. I noticed that when I got this mic, I did have to update the firmware in this microphone so it would work properly. So right here, you have your sources on the side. Of course, we are using the Shure MV7 Plus, so we have that selected, and you guys actually see my audio signal here, and you can drag input sources here, and right here you have your input source, which is the MV7. Your monitoring, we don't have a monitor on because we are going directly to the camera, and it's doing its job. And then we have a Moto Mix over here, which is the signal of Moto Mix. And down here, you have your sound check, which you can actually check your audio levels before you even start recording, which is a really cool option. Take a good look at it. You can adjust it. You can start. It can check. We're not doing that for demonstration purposes because we have our microphone plugged directly into our camera. So we're going to do that later. And you can actually record in here. You have your record right there, and you actually have, it looks like a max of 8 minutes down here, total session times, eight minutes. And our record is set to 2 hours remaining, and 32, 48 is our sample rate and file format. We have our file format down here and our audio resolution, bit depth, sample rate. Down here, we have our recording settings. Take a look at this. You have your main output only. You can set this. As you can see, the resolution is over here as well, as it has it at the bottom here. And it has our default folder down here. Cool stuff. Really straight to the point. But this is the part that I really want you guys to just pay attention to. And that's a really awesome thing about this new microphone. If I hit this wheel here, this little gear for settings, I have monitoring 100% pure the mic, or we can do 100% pure the PC. It's a teeter-totter. We can balance that off here. And then we have our auto gain level. We have it set at auto gain level for just demonstration purpose of this video. We just got it set to auto leveling. And then we also have our tone here, which is natural. You can do bright. We have it on natural, and as you can hear, all the detail is in. And if you want to go the real podcast level, you just take it all the way down here, and you have that nice podcast warm tone here. And then we take it back up here. We're going to put it back in the middle. And then, of course, our studio reverb. We have it set the intensity down to here just so you guys can get an idea. This is studio reverb. The studio reverb is completely different. It's kind of more MIDI than the hall reverb. It has a little sheen up top. And then the plate reverb. You guys can hear it. I got it set to a level to where you notice it. So let's go ahead and crank that back down. We have our real-time denoiser kicking in here. We don't have our high-pass filter on, and we can turn our filter on. There's no switches on the microphone. Everything is software built in the actual software and built into the DSP. We're cutting at 75 hertz and we're cutting at 150 hertz. And you see we have our LED down here. Let's go ahead and drop that up here. But this is the gist of it. And this microphone sounds pretty great. As you guys can hear, we did a sound check all the way through from beginning to end. I really do hope that you all enjoyed this video. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. If you have any questions about the Shure MV7 Plus, be sure, see, I had to add that plus, be sure to comment them below. I've been spending a couple of weeks with this microphone. Like I said, shout out to Shure for getting this microphone to me well ahead of lunchtime. So I really appreciate that. Don't forget that you are capable, and don't forget to be great and create. This is your boy, Beats, and I am signing off.